What's up, friends? How are you doing today? We're going to talk about Strider leaking this exclusive animation of the Watchmen of Doom and answering a couple of questions along with Durr from Ohio about the next episode of the series. Also, new products from the store, secrets you didn't see in the last episode, a person who leaked the Titan's design before the official release, and more important stuff. Stay tuned because today's video is going to be really good. First of all, let's quickly start with Strider, who was answering a few questions on the server. Just a quick reminder, he has helped with past episodes, and, in fact, it's mentioned in the description that he specifically helped with the design of the simp Cameraman. Yes, that guy is totally OP. Now that we've got the context, yesterday he sent this message saying, "Hey guys, I made a test animation of the Watchmen of Doom arriving at the Cameraman's base. This was about a month ago. Would you like to see it? But wait, before I show you everything else, I want to tell you that a few weeks ago, Ritter himself explained that Boom had given both him and Freyo the task of making an animation related to the episodes to showcase some of their ideas and results. You know how it goes. And I think this will become a regular thing with each upcoming episode. That's just a bit of relevant context, but let's move on." Sarah replied with, "Wait, are you telling me you had the script for episode 79 a month ago?" To which Strider responded, "Yeah, dude. Well, kinda. I came up with a concept for the infected Titan TV, which I thought turned out pretty terrible, honestly, since I didn't have any solid ideas at the time. So, in conclusion, we might already have the script for episode 79 part 2 completed by now, or at least the illustrations, probably to help speed up the production. Now, let's go with Strider's last message where he said, "I used a song from the anime Attack on Titan because I saw Eren transforming, and I don't know, I just got a similar idea." He then posted the video, which I'll be showing you next with sound and everything. Yeah, apparently this was going to be the epic arrival of the Titan, at least according to Strider, or his concept. Which one do you prefer, the original version or Strider's concept? By the way, he's not the only one giving info about the last episode. Durr from Ohio also answered a few questions, like when a follower asked for model settings to apply in their own series. Durr replied that he couldn't share them, and that there were many modifications involved. That sparked curiosity among some who started asking what exactly he did for Boom in the latest episode. Because in episode 78, Durr explained that he had done some animation, or a prototype. For the current episode, he replied, "I did the design for the Watchmen of Doom, also built a scene inside the base, and even a little bit outside, including some animations and models. Basically, a bit of everything, involving characters inside the base." He was also asked how long it took him to design some of the characters, and he said it took 20 days in total. Yeah, dude, 20 days. Around 10 for the design and another 10 to fully create them. He also mentioned that his work on episode 79 was finished by the end of April. Doing the math, that was about a month and 2 weeks ago, so it's likely that part 2's models are already done. Based on the info from both YouTubers and Boom's assistants, it seems they're working a month ahead. Is that good news or not? We don't really know. It depends on how the situation unfolds. But I would dare to say this episode, even if it sounds crazy, could drop this month too. Anyway, let's keep going with some of the responses because this is getting really interesting. Someone asked him if he would release his test animation for episode 78, to which he replied that he might also do it this month. He said, "I don't know. I'd have to ask Inbits a couple of things." Another important topic is that someone asked why the simp Cameraman can close his eye, or how it seems to bend, and whether he's the only one who can do this. Some people were speculating that maybe all cameramen have this ability. And listen closely. Do you remember what happened at the end of the episode? Of course, we saw the red screens. But maybe at that moment, the cameramen actually closed their binoculars to avoid the effect of that ability. Wild, right? Now you're probably asking, "Hey Suit, then why did we see a camera go offline?"
Well, here's the thing. Remember that camera is mounted on top, and we're seeing it from the perspective of a speakerman, not a cameraman. That's why that particular camera was damaged. Yeah, dude. It looks like this question just opened up a ton of new information, because check out DF Ohio's response. He said, "I don't know. That was a design made by Strider. Ask him." It's like he's avoiding the question to not reveal more info, or at least that's how I interpreted it. But what do you think about this mini interview, if we can call it that? After this, he didn't answer any more questions about the series. He only gave a few animation tips to some creators, but other than that, no more info. I think he realized that maybe he leaked one or two secrets and decided to stop sharing. But again, what do you think about all of this? By the way, before we get to the last question, someone also asked him about this image. Let me give you the quick context. Someone named Doomu posted a concept with the following description for the Watchmen of Doom. This is my spoiler or my prediction of what he'll look like. This post was published on June 7th, while the episode was scheduled to be released on June 8th.
So just one day before the original concept was shown, meaning people started saying this person might actually have some important or exclusive information. What a coincidence that he predicted the entire design exactly as it was. Hey, quick pause. The secret word for today's video is 79 Part 2. The first one to comment it will get pinned, just saying. Anyway, he hasn't said anything about it yet. Meanwhile, From Ohio answered that supposedly the design was based on a troll spoiler Boom had posted on Instagram. Although honestly, I have no idea what spoiler he's talking about. I don't remember any troll spoiler like that. If you do, please drop it in the comments. Also, on his own X profile, he posted an image of what appears to be the upgraded Cameraman. And once again, the theories started flooding in thanks to this background info, suggesting that maybe in a few months or even in Part 2, we'll see the simp Cameraman upgraded. Honestly, I don't know what to think about all this, but it definitely got me curious. And speaking of all this, apparently there was an announcement on the Discord server about a collaboration I already told you about a few weeks ago. Anyway, they posted this video playing in the background where some shirts appear as merch for the series, in case you're interested in buying them. Also, a few Funkos were leaked that are about to be launched, 3 mystery ones. For now, we don't know what the images, silhouettes, or characters will be, but yeah, we have 3 new Funko products. All of this info comes from the SID news page, which is always reliable. Their info never fails. These will be available around next month, in July, in case you want to grab one. As a quick Express News update, Maxetti also released a statement yesterday, apologizing for taking so long to release Saga 15. He confirmed that this episode or Part 1 will be released this coming Saturday, in case you're interested in that universe. Now, to wrap things up, some people have been speculating that at this point the Titan TV is crying, because you can hear what sounds like crying or wailing noises in the video. But later, Boom changed the subtitles a few hours after the episode dropped and updated them to say those were agonizing sounds, or that the Titan is in agony. So basically, it's not crying, but it is conscious. At one point it even says, "Forgive me." Fans are theorizing that Boom might be updating these subtitles or dialogues just to confuse us even more. But I don't know. What do you think about all this info that came out in the last few hours? About Strider's animation? About what Durr, Ohio had to say? And above all, do you think the lens used by the simp Cameraman is now standard technology used by all of them? Because Boom said to Iron Cameraman 2 months ago that a new ability would be unlocked in episode 79. While he clarified that it was meant for the viewers, it could also apply to the cameramen. I'm Sut, and I'll see you next time.